30 days and 600 bucks. Today on More Than Metal, Mavis is out of time. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So we are down to 3.5 days to finish this truck. We're close on everything, but haven't really finished any one part of it. We still have to get some primer on it. We still have to get a fuel system in this thing. It still hasn't been on the ground, so we don't know if our suspension drop worked out or not. And we still have to do something about the holes in the interior. So not much time for talking. We got to get to work. Well, I think we're as far as we want to try and take this bodywork. Tried to straighten out a little more on the door. That was mostly just going over old stuff that needed a little bit of attention. But we kind of got to remember that we started this thing on a foundation of sand. We didn't do any metal work other than changing that one patch panel. So it'll be what it'll be, If this was something you were setting out to be a real nice truck, you can't do it in 2 weeks. It's just not enough time. But for what we're going to use it for, I mean, it's going to be just fine. Dents and all, it'll be good. So I'm going to head to town, pick up my primer, and then tonight we're going to work on getting the fuel tank back in, testing out that new fuel pump, making sure she's running, and then we're going to back it out so I can do a good cleaning of this shop because it's absolutely filthy. This is the biggest project I've ever taken in this shop, so we definitely need some upgrades in here. The lighting's bad, tool storage is bad, part storage is bad. So if you got some good cheap DIY shop setups, let me know what they are. Put them down in the comments. I need some advice for this one. So let me know what you got. But anyways, I'm gonna head into town and we'll get back to this one. All right, so fuel tank is in, fuel pump wiring is ran. We don't have it tied in yet because I want to get a fuse for it. I don't have a fuse holder. I thought I had one here, but I do not. So we're gonna leave that till the morning. But I'll show you what I'm doing here. So this is going to be our on-off, and we are going to tie for our power directly into the fuse block. So right up here, these Chevys have these spades for accessories. And this is gonna be tough to show you, but hold on. if we turn our key on and I tap our wire to that spade, I'm not sure if you can hear, but that's our pump turning on. So technically we could just run our wire to there and not use that toggle switch, but with our history of things catching on fire, I think it's probably a good idea to have a separate fuel shut off. So we'll finish that up in the morning. We are well into day 2, and we are so far behind where I wanted to be right now. But we finally got the wheels back on. We had to go on a treasure hunt for lug nuts. I don't know where I put those. We got the fuel pump finished up. Had to run for a fuse holder, so that's all done. So we are about to put this thing on the ground and see how that drop turned out. Hopefully she looks all right. It is so hot today, and this filler dust has created like a paste on my skin. It's really, there's nothing comfortable about this. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call our suspension drop a success. That looks not bad. I mean, could be lower, but we also live on gravel, so can't be throwing this thing right in the dirt. But she's got a nice stance to her. All right, masked up, cleaned up, rattle cans are rattled. I think she's all over but the crying. And if she don't turn out this time, I may actually cry, because if I have to spend any more money on spray paint, I mean, we might as well have just done a paint job on this thing. But this is it. She turns out how she turns out. So to finish off this build, we also need to get some rims and tires on it. So we went out and bought a new rim and tire package. And by new, I mean, I went on Marketplace and found the cheapest thing I could that was marginally better than what we had. So this is what we came up with. So we got a new set of factory rallies that I repainted off white. They got a matching set of center caps and beauty rings that are all in pretty good shape, but we're going to pop them all off and give them a real good polishing, as well as the mirrors and every other piece of chrome or stainless we have on this truck. Because the trick to driving a piece of junk that you want people to think is a piece of junk that somebody cares about, all the shiny bits you got left on this thing, they have to be on point. They have to be extra shiny. So we're going to start doing that and get them all on the truck. All right, just finished color sanding, and it's definitely not perfect. We got sanding scratches. We got some unevenness. You can see in the picture that behind that wheel well, it's a license plate and it doesn't even fit the body line right. But the purpose of this truck was not to make it perfect or show you how good at this stuff I am, because I'm clearly not. I've gone to the school of YouTube University, just like 90% of the people watching this. The point of it was just to say, give it a try. Who cares? I mean, it's still pretty cool. I'm still pretty happy with it. And for the other 10% of you out there that are puking in your mouth a little bit right now at the sight of this thing, you know, just like turn your settings to standard definition. That might fix it. So anyways, we got a lot of odds and ends to finish, but I think we're going to make it. But I have to get to work, so I'll show you how it looks when we're done. 30 days and $600, and this is what we came up with. But like I said before, I'm a normal guy with what some would call below average skill set. So when you add in work and a few do-overs, it was more like 12 days. And as far as the budget goes, we did go over a little bit, but not by much, about $100. So realistically, for 12 days and $700, I think we did all right. So let me show you around. So let's start with the bodywork. Hood is still original. All we did was hit it with some rubbing compound and some polish, and she came out pretty nice. These repop fenders, Mother Nature did a pretty good job of putting a nice patina finish on it. So all I did there was rattle can clear coat it and send it like that. We've all seen the bodywork that's been done. And let's be honest, it's a 20. We set out to make a 50-foot truck. And, you know, I think we can say it's probably a 35-foot truck. Still looks good. But we still got blown out cab corners, bad rockers. But, you know, driving by, she looks all right. Our 2-4 drop gives it a pretty nice aggressive stance. I'm pretty happy with that. We did have to clearance our box in the back, but that's not too big of an issue. And probably the biggest, most tedious mod we did were these headlight tapes. That took, you know, 30 seconds and at least 10 cents worth of electrical tape. But I think it gives it a pretty cool, aggressive look. But I'm sure lots of people aren't going to agree with that. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this build. I'm happy you were tagging along with me. And I think it's a success. I mean, she ain't a perfect truck, but she's pretty perfect for me. So this is the end of the build for now, but it's not the end of Mavis on this channel. We still got to do something about that wheezy little inline 6. Now that we got her looking nice and aggressive, I don't think 37.5 horsepower is quite enough. So let me know what you guys think. Does Mavis look more like an LS truck or a big block truck? I know what I think, but drop it down in the comments. Let me know. And yeah, like, subscribe, and till next time.